Somebody said something about Paul managing Mean Mark Callis, which I thought that was a weird thing back in the day because he was part of the Skyscrapers, and I loved that team.
Guys,
And
I got news for you. Me and Mark Callis sucked. Um, I hope Undertaker don't know where I live and gets all upset and comes up here and wants to beat me up. But I watched all that shit. I watched all the Memphis stuff. I never dreamed. He better thank God this Undertaker gimmick came to be, because Mean Mark Callis or Mark Calloway or whatever the fuck they had him going by, it really wasn't getting over that well. Let's put it this way: he wasn't selling out the Memphis Mid South Coliseum. Not till he became the Undertaker. Whoever came up with that, which was real cartoonish, it shouldn't have worked. Most of us should have been smart enough to know, well, he's not really dead. And then to put Brother Love with him at first, I thought was the stupidest goddamn thing in the world. Paul Bearer was obviously the choice. Now, didn't they have the beekeeper with him at the very beginning? Wasn't it the beekeeper and
Kim
Brother
Chi.
Love?
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
whatever
no,
his name was. I don't know. I'm going back a lot of
I
years.
think it was just Brother Love,
Maybe
and
it
then
was.
because he came out at
It seems like
Survivor Series
was
as Kane
involved
the
with somebody.
Undertaker.
Seems like Beekeeper was involved with somebody back then. I just can't remember who.
Yeah, Kim Chi
But
was involved with Kamala, and they had a
yep,
feud. That might be who you're thinking about.
you know what? You're right. That's who it was. So yeah, let's not piss everybody off. Let's just take a few minutes, scroll through, find some good questions, and I'll shut up bitching about how horrible fucking WrestleMania was and that Mark Calloway sucked. And boy, if he hears that, it ain't like he's going to do my podcast anyway. And I don't think he's coming to Louisville to whip my ass. So
What do you think about Alberto getting fired from Impact?
I didn't know he was there. I do not watch Impact. I'm sorry. There is some huge news floating around, though, that I did not know about. During Facebook Live, as a lot of you know, Al Snow has been said that he bought Ohio Valley Wrestling. And it wasn't supposed to come out. He kind of jumped the gun on the announcement at a TNA event, something down at WrestleCon or something. And people asked me what I thought. I said, well, number one, I'm going to investigate this and make sure it really happened, because Dean Hill didn't really buy OVW. It was pitched to me many years ago for me to buy it, but they only wanted to offer me 49%, which I didn't want to inherit all that debt. It was a stupid deal. To quote Trump, that was a bad deal. There's no way I was going to fucking do it. There's too much debt. And I don't want $5,000 building rent and all the shit that comes with it. So I wasn't convinced that Al bought it. there are some people in the know that are telling me that Al really did buy it, that Danny's going to show him how to run the television show for about 60 days, and then he's going to Florida. Rip Rogers will hang around, which we'll see how that goes, because that has been one of the complaints. TNA and WWE both had issues with Rip, and my son didn't get along with Rip too well. I personally don't have a problem with Rip, but I probably wouldn't have liked him trying to train me. His training methods and me would not have clicked. But fortunately, he didn't have to do that.
Somebody's asking.
Well, hang on, I'm not done. So
you told me to interrupt you with the questions.
Well, don't. Don't do what I say to do. So Daniel Spencer, Spida, was on Facebook Live last night, and he said he had dinner with Al Snow a few nights ago. And that Al Snow told him, he says, I'm going to do everything I can to bring Kenny Bolin back to start doing commentary on OVW television. Well, number one, Danny Davis would have to be gone. Me and Dean Hill would have to sit down and have a talk over what they did to Rico. And Gilbert Corsi would have to be gone. I think Danny will be gone. I think Dean Hill and I could sit down and talk and work things out. I'm not happy that they didn't help Rico, and neither did Danny, but Danny's a type motherfucker anyway. And Gilbert Corsi, because he's on Fox 41 News, and but he thinks he's Vince McMahon, Jim Ross, and Tony Gurria all wrapped up into one, and he don't know dick. So I will not work with a guy who knows a tiny fraction of what I know, and I don't know as much as probably necessary to run a television show. I know how to do heel commentary. I know how to be a GM or what have you, and I know how to manage. But my son would have to be the manager. I can't do that anymore. So if they're willing to get rid of Gilbert Corsi, and Danny Davis ain't going to be there no more, and me and Dean Hill could sit down, there might be a, because I like Al. I got no problem with Al Snow. And so if that all could happen, but they may pick Gilbert Corsi over me because he's their play-by-play guy. He's been there for a long time. But I think if the fans voted, you can either have Gilbert Corsi or Kenny Bolin. I honestly to God think I would win. But then again, Donald Trump thought he would win, and the fucker did. So who knows? I might be right. So yeah, go ahead. I told you to interrupt me, and you didn't do it. So go ahead.
Somebody wants, well, a bunch of people have been asking, what do you think about the WWE going over to Saudi Arabia for the greatest Royal Rumble ever?
What do I think about it? I mean, what would I think? It's another place. They're going to make big money over there. There's big money tycoons and typhoons over there dropping a shitload to get them there. And everybody knows Vince goes to where the money is. That's why they made Jinder, is that his name? Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
That's why they made him the champion, so they could go to India and get the 1.3. They said that if each person in India only bought $3 worth of merch, that they would make pretty close to $4 billion in merch sales. I doubt every person in India dropped $3 on merch, but I'd like to hear how they did.
And then they had him drop the title before they even went to
him. That was the stupidest fucking thing. That's what I mean, man. You just got idiots booking these shows that have no clue, no rhyme, no reason as to why you would do what you do. You don't build him up as this fucking god and then take the belt from him before he gets there. And you don't have him lose while he's there. You can have him lose on Raw the next fucking night. But don't do that. But I don't know. Maybe he got some heat with somebody, and Vince will fuck up somebody's career in a heartbeat and fuck his own company up just to get some shit back in on somebody. He will lose money just to fuck with somebody.